am Cynthia Cox, and this is the Nonprofit Minute. One of the things I really enjoy about my job is the opportunity to teach my clients about the things that I enjoy doing best. So today I want to teach you how to develop an accountable reimbursement plan. An accountable reimbursement plan is an excellent way for you to give your employees some additional income without making them pay any additional tax. So what do you have to do to have an accountable reimbursement plan, and what's it used for? An accountable reimbursement plan is reimbursing those business expenses that the IRS deems are tax-free benefits and reimbursing them in a way, again, that they're tax-free, because you got to follow the rules for it to be a tax-free benefit according to the IRS. The very first rule is that it must be a written plan. So what do you do to have a written plan if you don't have one right now? You get on the Google, which of course gives us a lot of excellent information these days, and you Google a written accountable reimbursement plan, and you find out someone's already done the legwork for you, so you find out what they've done and you get that language so that you have how you're going to require your employees to report their expenses to you and what expenses you're going to allow in that accountable reimbursement plan. Well, that's already been done by the IRS as to what they will accept. So in your written plan, you want to have expenses covered, and let me just give you a hint. You're going to have mileage. You're going to have business supplies. So if you require, if you're a church and you have a minister, then he might need to buy books that he's going to be using. You might have a music director that goes and buys music that he previews before he decides on what he's going to use. You might have someone who's going down to a business meeting and they have tolls or they have parking. Those are the kinds of expenses that are allowed to be in that accountable reimbursement plan. So how do you know what the expenses are and how do you know what to reimburse? Because that's a second really important part. So you've got to have your monthly reporting. So I go out and I work for you and I have expenses that are tax-free fringe benefits if I have the mileage, etc. And you must require that I report these to you at least within 60 days. So the IRS says it will accept them within 60 days. I recommend you just require that reported to you within 30 days. So once a month, ask your employees to give you an expense report, and on that report, what did they spend? Mileage. Where did they go? What was the business purpose? So let's say that you went to a business meeting and I drove 50 miles to such and such a business meeting, and it was for this particular business purpose. So of course the business meeting kind of defines that purpose. Or let's say that I took out a prospective donor. And so certainly we want to cover that. So I took out a prospective donor. We went to Olive Garden. We spent $51.80. And you would show that the day, the business purpose, and who it was with. So donor Smith on October 8th. And we spent $51.82, whatever I said a while ago. So you're having them report that monthly. If there is a receipt involved, so you had a meal, then you're going to want to get the receipt as well. If they paid a toll, you're going to ask for that receipt. So very important, a written plan, reported monthly, and only expenses covered that the IRS allows for those business expenses. And that's your accountable reimbursement plan, and an excellent benefit to give your employees and give it to them tax-free. So they get more than you reimburse, they get that plus the tax rate. I'm Cynthia Cox from Cox and Associates, and we look forward to serving you.